Good morning, everyone. You are welcome in AI with Rao, and in this journey, let's make AI simple. We are going to cover the most important concept throughout this journey, and that is overfitting and underfitting. Why? The reason is every model that we have learned so far always have these issues, and these are the topics we are going to cover. Now, let's start with one liner, and that is this story. You just remember one story, the JEE Advanced paper, that is IIT. Okay, I'm not talking about mains. So in this, if you remember, two category of student who fails, you really conquer all overfitting and underfitting. What is underfitting? So one category of a student whose studying hour is very less and don't covers the syllabus, studies very less, then they in the actual exam in JEE Advanced, they don't have the depth and they will fail. This is called underfitting in machine learning. This is not assumption, this is exactly how it behaves. And the second category is overfitting. What is overfitting? The one who learns all the formula, every punctuation, everything as it is without understanding the question. They just learn, they mug up everything. This is called overfitting. What will happen when they will see the real question, because in JEE Advanced questions is not being repeated, then they will fail. This is called overfitting. Now you will ask then what they should do. They should do understanding of pattern, because the one who is the topper, they practice enough number of questions and they understand the pattern, that what pattern JEE Advanced is asking. They don't repeat the question, and when they appeared in the exam, they also perform well in mock test and they score good rank in JEE Advanced as well. So three category, and let's start with this. So this is what all we have. Three, the left one, the underfit. What we discussed in the first scenario, the one, these data is just assume this is the topics that we have to cover in our JEE Advanced. So the one who is lazy or underfit, what they will do? They will just randomly pick topics, certain topics, they will cover sometime, they will leave it. Do you think they will score good marks in mock test? No. Do you think they will score good marks in JEE Advanced paper, real paper? No. Now come to the right, extreme right, overfit. Now what this overfit is doing, he or she is just memorizing each and everything. You can see it is going through each and every data point, each and every point. Do you think this behavior will give them greater rank, best rank, or even good rank? No. Now who will score great marks? The one who understands the pattern. You can see this green one, it is not following each and every topic, it is not skipping everything, it just found a pattern. You can see the curve, that where the most of the topics lies, and when they will score good in their mock interview as well as in their real JEE Advanced paper. And this is what we are looking into our machine learning algorithm, that is called right fit, and that we always search for. So all these analogy is actually we discover in machine learning, and that we always follow that. Okay, now come to this one, what is signal and what is noise. Now the question will come, okay, why underfit or overfit fails? This answer is hidden inside the diagram that I have shown you. What is this diagram? This says what? You remember in the middle diagram, right fit. Now in right fit, you can see right now certain topics are out of the trend. Now what happens with who goes through overfit? They do what? They learn, they understand that okay, they take one topic and just whatever they have learned they apply there. But you know, this is not the pattern, this is not the general behavior. That's the reason overfit fails. For underfit, it's pretty simple because they have not been trained on enough amount of data, they will fail. But for overfit, this is the actual reason. If you understand this situation, you really understand the machine learning actual model's behavior. What is signals? Signals are real repeatable pattern that is actually true and worth learning. Your learning must be there on signals, not on noise. If you train your machine learning algo and model on noise, it will fail on real data. Now random wiggles, fluxes and measurement error, the dot might sit high and just by chance it means nothing. Now you can see now tail and tail signal, practice versus score. Now see, here is the real, this will give you a real picture that what it is. This is underfit. So what is happening in underfit? This blue graph that you are seeing right now is the real practice, is the training one, and the yellow is the test exam. Okay, so again come to this analogy or the story of IIT exam. So they appeared in say 55%, they cover 55% of the topic, and in the mock interview and they scored 52. Okay, this is the category of underfit because they have not covered the whole syllabus, and even they are just 3% less because they have not covered, they will not go through the real scoring system. Now come to the right one. This person has covered all the syllabus 100%, but in real test they all only scored 60 marks. Why? Because they are being trained on noise, not on signals. You got the reason? Now come to the middle one, the right fit. What happens in case of right fit? They covered 90% of the syllabus and in the final exam they got 88 marks. This is the right fit because it is being trained on real signal, not on noise. So the whole machine learning algorithm task is to find the pattern. That's it. Now the sweet spot in the middle. Now again the diagram, because diagram is something that will really teach you the actual meaning. In the y-axis, at y-axis is the error and x-axis is the complexity. Here the complexity is increasing, here the error is increasing. What is happening in, and always remember this is a golden, you can say golden curve in machine learning that every machine learning engineer must know, is the U-shape diagram. What is happening in this U-shape? Here in, again this is the training, this blue one is the training one and the yellow one is the test, where the actual they are going to work on the actual data. So in blue one, what is happening on practice, when the complexity of the model increases, the error also increases, you can see right now. But in actual, what is happening, when the complexity in the real data, complexity increases, error increases. After a certain point, at a point of inflection, even your complexity increases, the error also goes up. Now, which is the point a machine learner must focus, is this inflection point, a sweet spot, just right, where even you are increasing the complexity, the error increases. So this is the target of all machine learning models. You can see right now the bottom, and how to fix that one. Now you got the problem. See, if you understand that okay, your model is going through underfitting or overfitting, if you can find, if you can measure, you can correct. As simple as that. So if you understand this is a underfit problem or overfit, now come the remedies. What to do? If you are going through a underfit, you can understand the person is not studying well. So what you will do? Use a stronger model or more complex model, a person who has more stronger reasoning power. Add useful features. What is useful feature? More clues, so they have more information, and train longer because they are not working hard. Now if you've gone through a situation of overfitting, so what you will do? You will use simple model. Okay, you train more training data. Okay, and what you will do? Regularization. This is something that is very important. It's very handy one. I will tell you what is regularization. So we'll just make your model in such a way that if like that, worth knowing by name, that it's a gentle, keep it simple, penalty added during training. So the model is not allowed to bend itself into not chasing noise. It's the most common cure for overfitting. You will meet it everywhere. So you will give model a penalty score, okay, if it does this overfitting. You will discourage this model from getting too complex. Simple. You will make a provision in your code. That's it. Now you see the Python code. It's very simple. You have this training test and training test. You understand this model and then fit. This training is happening. After that you can print the score and all. Now come to what we have learned so far. Simple. If you understand the story of JEE Advanced and two category of student, first who is very lazy, not learning all the syllabus, and second who learns everything and mug up. So the first category is underfitting and second is overfitting. That's it. You will never forget this. It's as simple as that. Okay, so thank you so much.